Hello, we're the X Hotel, and this is our report for the previous half year.
你要再来一句吗？他刚刚你再说一次就好了。
哦，好。Hello, we're the X Hotel, and 可以再说一次吗？
哎呀，你随便
反正剪就剪就好。Hello, we're the X Hotel, and here is our report for the previous half year.
And I'm going to talk about the Q1, and we did not perform really well on Q1, and for the GOP we slightly increased 22%, and we got negative net profit about 21,000. For ROE it's minus 0.009%, and for the occupancy it's 49%, and we target business and corporate guests on weekday for most of our occupancy, and for weekend we target tour and small groups. And the average daily rate is 148. Revenue per available room is really low, it's 73. And for F&B department, we decreased the food cost by 2%. And the F&B revenue is not performing really well as well. The average price set slightly lower than the average, and for FB we spent 120%. We have invested in refurbishment, service, facility, and guests are quite satisfied with our service. For the staffing, we did not have really much nice trained to our staff, and we have a little bit lower staffing as well. For marketing, we have inefficient promotion and advertising, and almost the lowest market momentum. That's it. And my colleague will tell you about the Q2.
So after the not really satisfying performance in Q1, we have changed a bit on our strategy, and we can see improvement in our performance for Q2. So we have a GOP increase till 39%, and we have a positive net profit of 175,000, and the ROE is 0.69%. And due to an increase in our rate by around $10 to $15, our ADR and RevPAR also increased with ADR of 163 and revenue per available room of 117. And our occupancy have also increased with weekdays occupancy of 69% and weekend occupancy of 78%, and the total occupancy rate is 71%. And we expect a higher occupancy in weekdays for next quarter, so we'll be doing some improvement on it. And our F&B performance is doing better than the last quarter, as we have increased the average meal price, and we have also decreased the F&B departmental expense, such as cutting the F&B staffing, and we have decreased the expense from 120% to 93%, but we still think that this is quite a high percentage of expense, so we'll also be trying to decrease the F&B departmental expense for next quarter. And for staffing, after improvement and increase in training, we have a rather satisfying competence, and we have invested a lot in our services, therefore the guest satisfactory to our service and guest services is rather high. But due to limited funds, we have still insufficient facilities and refurbishment, and the guest satisfaction for these areas are quite low comparing to the service side. And our marketing, although we have increased expense in advertising and promotion, we still need to spend more on this side in order to compete with the market and increase our market momentum. And in the following, we're going to introduce our strategy for the next quarter.
So I'm going to talk about the strategy for next quarter. And for the first step, we want to increase more about our occupancy, like 10% more, up to 80 or 85% of our occupancy. For our strategy, we will keep focus on our business and corporate guests in weekday, and we'll focus tour and package guests in weekend. And our room rate will increase because of the peak season. We will increase $5 to $10 for next quarter. And every F&B department will keep the average price, but expecting to have more covers. And staffing, because we're doing very well on the quarter 2, so we will keep the same and keep training and assessing. And because we didn't have a good satisfaction for the quarter 2 of our facility, so we will invest more and more room refurbishment. And for marketing, we will increase more expense on room weekday advertising, and we will have
better market momentum.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much. And here is the X Hotel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
挺长的。